I have a question, Stuart.
Yes,
Uh, it's a more practical, and maybe I asked you this before, but you say always you have to train your chakra system. So I cannot follow these classes all the time, so once a week maximum. For the rest, it is normal that you do it once a day, like 20 minutes, the uh, the meditation. Or a bit more. And then I ask myself also that what can we do during the day sometimes because my mind is most of the time racing. So like if you get caught in this thinking, can you then just go present in the hara to train to be more in hara? Is that an idea to do during the day? Voila, that's
I think Paul, it's a great idea to do during the day. It's not only an idea, it's a very important idea. I mean, look, all our minds are active. All our minds are conflicted. There's tension. There's problems. We have it's like a boombox, like a radio that never shuts up. You can sit down, take 10 minutes, go to a quiet place, and just let your arms drop at your side and say, please help me to surrender all negative psychic tension. And just ask yourself this and do it for like 10 minutes. And you'll begin to feel all of that negative energy begin to flow right off the ends of your hands. It's a very good exercise to get rid of all that superficial tension. Please help me to surrender all negative psychic tension. Find a place to do it. I mean, you could be busy at work and this, take 10 minutes. It'll make your work better. And just ask. And also, every day, at least once a day, sit down and do the meditation. Even if you can't make it to class. I mean, look, there are 24 hours in a day, and there's nobody alive that doesn't waste 3 of them doing whatever. Take a half hour, sit down and do the meditation. And that will remind you, if you do this every day, it reminds you to get centered in the hara, to get centered in the chakra below the navel. And you condition yourself to live that way. You train the mind how to stop being so active and how to really just use it to open the very core of your being. But in order to learn this, you have to practice it literally every day. And I'm not asking for, like in Zazen, you got to sit for 12 hours and meditate without moving an inch. If you move an inch, they hit you over the head with a stick. It's not crazy. It's a half hour a day, and if you can't, I know you have family and you have, work and all, you can't make the classes more than once a week. Be sure you sit down every day. Take a half hour that you would maybe watch some program on television and sit down and do your inner work. Have a little altar set up somewhere in your house or apartment where you go there, and that is a sacred spot. It's a private place. And you sit down and do that. You can even ask your wife, who I miss in these classes. She was an amazing student, Candace. I really mean that, you know, to also sit down for a half hour a day. Tell her Stuart suggested it, okay? Because she used to have amazing classes, Candace, and I do that. And then during the day, if your mind, please help me to surrender all negative psychic tension. These basic and very simple exercises will help you to begin to master the tension that's in your head. I mean, you get tension in your head. It's not really a negative thing. It's just a reminder. Hey, do something about yourself. You know, if you see it that way, you don't get crazy. All right, it's telling me I got to do something about myself. I can't spend the rest of my life being beaten up on my brain. And each and every one of us can master that energy. but we have to practice. I mean, it's like in theater, you're in theater, you have to learn how to do it. You got to practice it. You got to learn it. The art of acting, the art of writing, the art of being a plumber or being a carpenter. You learn it by doing it. And everyone's going to make mistakes. The first time I tried to sit down and do this exercise on my own, I think I was capable of sitting 5 minutes. And my mind was, I mean, it was like a bird cage full of canaries, And I said to myself, Stuart, you really need to work on yourself. That is telling you. And, then after maybe a couple of weeks and a month, it started quieting down. And I was able to sit for a half hour and do my inner work. So don't get upset because the mind doesn't get quiet. It's an incredible instrument telling you that you have to work on yourself. You have to learn how to do it. And I think we got to use everything that way. Instead of getting upset at the world, what the hell is it teaching us? Why am I getting upset at somebody else's stupidity? You know, what is it teaching me about me? Something has to get stronger inside of me so that the things that other people do not waste my energy. The things that I do not waste my energy. And it's all within the realm of possibility that anyone can learn this. What I teach, anyone can learn. This doesn't require a 200 IQ. It doesn't require you being a great genius. It requires practice, conditioning yourself, learning how to do it. And every person has a certain level of genius inside them, a certain level of a certain creative gift that when they really begin to open in themselves, they can offer it to the world. Every person has something like that in them. But they have to master the chaos. It's like traffic in Times Square, during rush hour, what goes on in the human brain. We have to learn to master it. And that is what the meditation is for, and doing it, sitting down half hour a day, stopping and saying, okay, I got to drop tension now. This is not helping me do my job today. I got to drop this. I can help me to measure. And then you can take a breath into the hara, open the heart, and I mean, and don't worry about what people are going to think. Nobody gives a damn, people do so many outrageous things, and everybody, I know in New York it's that way. People do, and everybody just walks by. Nobody even pays attention. So nobody's going to look at you and comment about you. And, you don't have to be worry about yourself. I got to get quiet inside. Here's a way to do it. And not have this sense of hopelessness about fixing one, because it's not hopeless. It's a matter of learning how to do it and doing it, practicing it. I hope that's clear, Paul, because on the other side of your razzle dazzle brain, there's an amazing guy there. There's an amazing creative energy. And I saw that the first time you sat down on my meditation, both you and Candace, you had remarkable energies inside. You got to get past yourself. You got to master yourself. Doesn't go any further than that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And give your baby it's not a baby anymore. It's supposed to be what, 6, 7 years old. Give her a
7
big
now.
hug.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
give her a big hug for me.
I will.
Okay? Thank you. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I have also one other announcement before we start. Chris, God bless her, did a reading from my book. And we have, we really have an Audible book now. We just have to find a way to get it on and, commercially into the world. I have a meeting this afternoon with somebody who's going to help me do that. And, I think that's a great thing because people, they could be driving in their car, they could be sitting on the subway, they could be on a bus, and they could be listening to this book. And I don't know much about it, Audible books and all this stuff, but I have to find out, and I'm going to try to find out this afternoon and get it posted on a number of websites that are venues for that, and people will be able to get it. I read somewhere that if you have a library card and it's on certain websites, you can get it free. I mean, I don't know much about this, so I have to find out. It's going to take a little investigating. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no more questions, there'll be meditation this evening, Pat's teaching, and then tomorrow evening, and the next class at this time will be on Tuesday at 1:00, 1:00 my time. So thank you, and God bless you all. And, thank you for being here uh, and making it possible for me to grow in my life and to truly connect with all of you. It's really a wonderful thing. So bless you and thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone soon.
God bless you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Stuart. Have a
Thank you.
great afternoon, great day. Thank you.
Thank you.